Cause I've been going out every summer. Pussy wanna talk about numbers. But your manager buying swipe show, so buy me ain't nobody out now that can touch us. Cut you boys down if you run up. Acting like you hard with the gun up. But if it ever dropped, then your ass get the running and running. I'm too cash when you see me. Already seen with no TV. Already paid with no CD. Why you trying to sell MP3s? Just bought some dope cause I know that we low. My money is up so the drugs never slow. Smoke till I go, then I run to the stove. Brick of the woods and some water to pour. When we ride slow up in them lanes, bitch. Bones, take your favorite rapper out the game, bitch. White trash, I could never ever change, bitch. Still the skinny white pimp with the black plate, bitch.
Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. We're back with a little bit of bike work. Got to get ready for the winter. Had to clean this thing up from the last time we went riding. Dirty, never cleaned it, just threw it under the cover. We lost a bolt on the seat while we were out there. She ripped good, but we're here. We're gonna do some bike work. A little bit of things we got to get ready. Hoping to clean out the car because it's been sitting for a while. We got a new spark plug and a new filter for it, and we're gonna jump on that. But man, this thing looks good, doesn't it? Hopefully you guys like the little montage I made and the video for it, because it's been sitting. I need to show it some love, so we're gonna do that today. So let me come snatch you up here on my new toy that my wife got me. It's a gimbal, keeps everything nice and steady, and it'll get the shot something terrible. Man, that's a good looking bike. Anyways, here's our parts. So this is what we're gonna mess with today: a new filter, new spark plug, you know, genuine NGK for a Honda, like always. Then some other parts here that everybody's been complaining about on the YouTubes, in my comments here and there. Crank seals. Everybody says I have bad crank seals because my 2-stroke is smoking too much. So, you know, this thing's got bad crank seals. We're gonna fix that, but not in this video because I wanna, you know, go riding one more time and hoping to have a special guest that's gonna stop by, and he can rip this thing too, because we all love old bikes. So we won't get messing with the crank seals in this video, but we will do that here pretty soon, since everybody says I need them. So it'll be that big one there, and then this one's for the stator side, which I don't know if we'll mess with that because I don't want to mess up the timing. But yep, that's what we're gonna do. Let's start messing with this thing. All right, so I had to get you guys off the gimbal just because, you know, we're still working the kinks out on that thing. I mean, it's badass. It has a tracking, like it'll track me or it'll track an object, which you might have seen in the little thing I put together. It was kind of following me around, which is pretty cool. Just wanted to talk about a couple more things we're gonna do here. We're gonna change out this fuel line also because it's hard as a rock, and obviously how it's all cloudy. It used to be clear, and we'll change that out, and we're gonna clean the carb like I said, and you know, just inspect some stuff. We'll look at our reeds and stuff in there and see how they're doing. Like how we got a new filter here, and I've been running the pre-oiled filters that, you know, they come already ready to go and stuff, but I'm tired of changing those and spending money on them all the time. So I'm going back to, you know, not a 3-stage, but it's a 2-stage filter. And, you know, I'll oil it myself and stuff, and then I can clean it if I want, or just buy a new one. But, you know, I like that dual stage, and comes with a sticker also. We love stickers. So yeah, I'm gonna start tinkering with this thing. You know, like I said, new spark plug, all that stuff, and just start messing with it. Get it ready for, we're gonna go riding here pretty soon. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm thinking about, I wanna go to Carnegie, but it's just kind of far away, and I'm by myself. I'm all registered, I can go wherever I want now. Or maybe LaGrange, but that's also pretty far away, so I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do, but let's get to the bike work. Get this thing back into tip-top shape. All right, got the plastics and the tank stripped off and stuff. Look at how dirty that filter is, man. It's got like 4 rides on it, maybe 5, but man, it's dirty. But we got a new one, no problem. And get the spark plug ripped out of there. We'll check on that. You know, like I said, tank's pulled off. I'll get a new fuel line on there. And yeah, let's get to that. I just wanted to show you how dirty that filter was, man. Thought I had this thing sealed up pretty good, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it again. Spark plug out, everything looked awesome in there. It just covered it up with tape. Don't get no debris down there or anything. Took the filter out. Super clean inside of there, nothing's gotten by. I'll tape all this up real good and clean all that out before I put the new filter on. I'm obviously gonna take the new filter right now and, you know, get a bunch of fucking oils on it, get it all ready. There's the old filter, you can see how dirty it already was, so no good. Get rid of that. So we're gonna start messing with all that now. Got that all taped up so I can clean that out when we get to it. Just wanted to show you guys the spark plug. I pulled it out. It's running pretty rich. I ain't worried about that. And we'll check the spark plug gap on the new one. Just see, you know, we'll check this one and we'll verify and gap the new one also, but I think I'm gonna try to get the carburetor out of there. Haven't pulled any of this apart or out since, you know, when I rebuilt it. I redid the head gasket not too long ago, but didn't have to take anything else apart other than some stuff up here. So, thinking I might want to undo the subframe, but I'm not sure, but we'll see what I want to do here. All right, get the carb out of there. I'm gonna take off the bowl, check everything out, clean it up if I have to. All right, got everything all cleared out. There was a little something in one of the jets, so I'm glad that I took it apart and cleaned it. About to seal her back up, so should be good there. All right, get the carb back on there. All cleaned out, ready to go. Everything looked good. And we're gonna clean out this air box, and I'm gonna tape this edge back up. Normally I have it taped, but I didn't when I got the new plastics on. But I'll clean it all up and tape over it again so it doesn't get nasty in there. And then we'll get our new filter ready and stabbed in there. All right, it's all cleaned out now. Looks a lot better. Got some 200-mile-an-hour tape on there, so it shouldn't get as messy coming in from the back fender. Let's try to peel this stuff off real quick. It's on there pretty good. So it still looks good in there. Take a paper towel and get the last little crumbs out. Try not to get anything down there, and then we'll toss our fresh filter in once we get it all oiled up. Got our nice little prepped area here. This thing oiled up. We're gonna show you the proper way to oil a filter today, boys. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you how to do this, you know, just in case you don't know. But we got the dual stage, so we're gonna peel that off of there because we're oiling both of them. Descent it. There's nothing to it. It's easy stuff. Smells good. You get a good hoot off of that. Really good for you. You don't want to be stingy. That's probably too much. Definitely too much. Yep. Oh yeah. Under attack by a bee. What do you know? Or a wasp of some sort. Oh my goodness. Like always under attack by a bee or something. Oh yeah. How about another coat? Should be good. All right, minty. Let that tack up a little bit, and then throw it on the filter cage and get it back in there. And got some new decnals. We love that kind. All right, new filter in there. Looks freaking awesome. Nice bright red and clean. Ready to rip. We're gonna get the new spark plug gapped and tossed in here. All right, so we're gonna gap the new plug in here. So it's already a little mushed there. And you want the spark to be pretty hot on the 2-stroke, so we're gonna be all the way down here, you know, at the very beginning of it, you know, 18 to 20 inches here, 20,000, whatever the hell you want to call it. And that's what we're gonna gap it to, the smallest we can, maybe just a little bigger, but that's where you want it at. So it needs to be opened up a little bit. We just take our little tool here and the end of it on there and give it a little push. Open it up some. See if we slide on there or not. It's pretty tight on there. What I do is I just give it a little bend open. See, it'll slide a little more. So somewhere around there is actually just fine. So we should be good now. You know, simple to gap a spark plug, figure out what the right number is, and it gets thinner to bigger. It's got inches on 1 pound and or inches on one side and millimeters on the other. So now it's gapped. Let's toss it in there. For something from the wife. Show me. You love that kind, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, fresh spark plug in. This thing's almost already buttoned up. The only thing I want to do here is we're gonna check the oil, but really we're just gonna pop this open and look down. We'll be able to see the clutch, a little bit of it. And of course, it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but I'll kick the bike around a couple times and just look at the color of the oil. You can kind of see it there, and it's still bright red, like I just changed it, even though it has a couple rides on it. So we're gonna save that oil that I have, that you've seen up there with the crank seals we're gonna do eventually. We'll just save that for when we do the crank seals, because we'll have to pull this whole side case off, because we're gonna do it the quick and dirty way. You guys will love it. But pull this side casing off and crank seals back behind here. We're gonna take the clutch basket off, take apart the power valve a little bit and wiggle a gear out of the way, and that's how we're gonna get it off of there when we do it. It's gonna be awesome and everybody's gonna love it. So the only thing now is we need to get some fresh fuel, because I don't have any, so I have to do that. But we came across an issue. We have a crack in our gas tank. I didn't film the crack, but I'm JB welding it. It wasn't leaking bad, but it was seeping out a little bit. So I am on the hunt on eBay for a new gas tank, but this one will hold up for a ride or two while we go do that. So that's got to dry, and I'll get some fresh fuel here in a minute, and then probably gonna fire this thing up just to see how it's doing, and then that'll be the end of the video. But let me get some fuel. All right, it's the next day. We got some fresh fuel. I got a haircut. It's 1,000,000 degrees out like it's been. And I know that looks crazy, because it is. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't a very big crack, but I just wanted to make sure it doesn't leak the next time I go riding, so I kind of went heavy on it. And we're eventually gonna get a new tank. It'll be a new used tank. Hopefully it doesn't have any cracks or anything in it, because it's a 97. You know, they don't make tanks for these things anymore, and they're getting pretty hard to find. So hopefully the next one we get is clean. But I'm gonna mix up some fuel. I'm gonna put this thing all back together, all the plastics back on it, and we'll fire it up, listen to some sweet 2-stroke sounds, and then that'll be it. But let me get this thing all dialed back together. Fresh fuel line, mix going in. Fuel is in. Let's fire this thing up. See how many kicks it takes. The neighbors love that. Well, there you have it. Man, this thing sounds so good, doesn't it? 2 strokes forever. But there it is, some bike work, getting it ready for the winter. I'm ready. Don't know where I'm gonna go yet. I mean, I'm gonna end up going everywhere, I think, eventually, once it cools down. It's so hot, but that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you know, share if you want, whatever you want to do. But everybody have a good night.